Hello, I'm Dr. Harper. This video is in Management of Operations BUSN 6630 Section 001 for Summer 2022. This is the Schedule Outline syllabus. So let's bring up the syllabus. So here's the syllabus, the Schedule Outline. Its course is active from Monday, August 22nd through Saturday, December 17th. And what I mean by that is August 22nd, nothing is required before then. You could maybe get your textbook, maybe read some things, but there's nothing required before August 22nd. That's when everything starts. But also December 17th, which is a Saturday, that's the end of the course, 2022. Nothing is accepted after the end of the course. So, and that's strictly enforced. Everything has to be done by on or before 11:59 p.m. on December 17th. Okay, now down here I have the week beginning on Monday, and there's the dates of Monday. And during that week, I'll have weekly class sessions. The Wednesday night is when we have our class. And these are the topics that I will be covering. Over here, we have the assignments due through Canvas. You download the assignments, you work them, and you upload them through Canvas. But they're due on Saturday, 11:59 p.m. No late assignments are accepted. I want to emphasize that over and over again. No late assignments are accepted. If it's after this due date and time, here's the Saturday dates, 11:50 to 11:59 p.m. I don't accept it. You get a 0. Okay, notice I have quizzes and homework. The quizzes are really designed for, the quizzes are designed for just basic information, mechanics, definitions of terms. And the homework is designed to begin to apply the material within a business context. Okay, and also notice the first 4 topics, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 2 weeks on each topic. Forecast, linear programming, aggregate planning, inventory. Now, the reason I have 2 is the first week is introduction, the second week application. What I mean by that is the introduction, I go through a lecture, I go through the definitions of terms, the concepts, the ideas, a little bit on computation calculations. But the second week, there's where I begin applying it. I'll look at the quizzes, look at the homework. I go in depth about actually applying it within a business environment. And there's where the quiz and homework come in. And I do that for forecasting, linear programming, aggregate planning, and inventory. Now, forecasting is a technique, and linear programming is a tool. These two are just basic tools that can be applied other places other than operations, but they're necessary and very important for operations. I cover forecasting and linear programming. Now, aggregate planning is a purely operations topic where you have top-down planning, looking at your resources, looking at your labor, looking at production, looking at your inventory, etc. And then down here, inventory is inventory control theory and inventory control within your operations. Okay, and so topics 1, 2, 3, and 4, notice they have quizzes 1, 2, 3, 4, and homework 1, 2, 3, 4. But then topics 5, 6, 7, and 8, they do not have homework, they just have quizzes. Because the quizzes here will be like a hybrid between these quizzes and homeworks of 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is quiz, it is definitions and mechanics, goes a little bit deeper in application, but not nearly as much as the homeworks. Okay, and so we have MRP is a topic which is multiple item, ABC inventory classification, that's multiple item inventory control, scheduling, very practical, and finally process control charts, where we look at quality control, applying it to industry and operations. And so then you have your quizzes down here, which is due here. But also down after the break, we have exam review and project instructions. And then on Wednesday, the exam, now notice December 5th is a Monday. So the exam will be on December 7th. The exam is over topics 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's not over 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's over 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's all. The exam is in class. And then the project are due that final week. Now this class session, I do the project instructions back here, but here I talk about the projects in general. That'll be a short class, and use the class for time to work on your projects. The projects are due by the end of the course. Okay. Now now all of these are through Canvas. Now might be a very good time to bring up Canvas. So let me bring up Canvas. Okay, let me bring up my website here. So here, if you bring up Canvas, let me bring up Canvas real quick for my course, for this course, and there they are. Okay. If you bring up Canvas, a welcome video, I hope everyone has seen it already. Then you have the syllabus, which I'm talking about, the first page. And then down here you have the schedule, which I'm doing right now. And then you have the video 2 is the policies and procedures, which is the rest of the syllabus. Okay, and then down here is here's where you have the different topics in the class sessions. Introduction beginning August 22nd. If you look at this, there's no assignments here. This is just an introduction that first week on definitions of terms, on basically ideas, concepts around operations, how I'm approaching the course, and also a presentation video to introduce these with Excel and computation. Now here's the Q&A, question and answer threaded discussion. If you click on this, you go to where here's where students learn from each other. There's your primary source of collaboration is learning from each other students. Okay, and I will provide one-way communication, two-way with coming back to home. Down here, two-way with office hours, either in person Monday, Wednesday 5 to 6, or Monday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. So my synchronous office hours are Monday and Wednesday, then your class is Thursday, and then you'll have your assignments due on Saturday. And here's the link to the Zoom. Okay, but your primary, let's open forecasting. Your primary communication for learning starts with the resources, but also communications then will be Q&A. Open this up. This is Q&A between students. No one's there yet. Okay, let's go back to home. Let's open forecasting. Okay, the first topic. Now notice that here I have lectures here. I have a Word file, there's a video file, there's an Excel file, there's 3 Excel files, a presentation video. So there's a lot of resources here for learning. Okay, first of all, I have the lecture, Word file. Download it, you can download it here. And the video file is a video lecture, just like the lecture you have in class. Now these Excel files are the Excel files I use within the lecture. Okay, and then the presentation video is a little bit different than the lecture video. The lecture video is like a lecture within a classroom, but the presentation video is not like a lecture. It's like a presentation you would find once you graduate and you leave. You come back and say, oh, I don't remember. How do I do that? You don't want to hear the lecture again because you already know it. You want refresher. That's what the presentation video is about. Okay. And all of these videos reside on YouTube. But in order to get to them, you open my website, mdharper.com, mdharper.com. Okay, now this is my website. It's not the university's, it's my website. So once Canvas goes down, this stays open. It's been open for years. Okay, and I'll leave it open for a while longer. You can always refer to these. If you click Operations Management, come down here, you see here's the textbook that we'll be using in here. That's the Heiser and Render that we'll look at this in just a second. We go back to my website. Here's where you have Word files, you have video files, you have Excel files. As you come down here, all kinds of resources on each one of these topics. Now, some of these I have links in Canvas. A lot of these are not even links in Canvas, but they're links. I mean, they're videos and Excel files and everything. Because I've generated these over the years, there's a lot of resources here for you to use. You don't have to use all of them, although some people may, because they want to learn the material as much as they can. And I would encourage you to learn as much as you can while you're here. Learn as much as you can while you're in the university, because once you leave here, it's hard to learn that material because you're not here anymore. Okay, but here you have the videos. Okay, let's go back to the Canvas. Now down here are the assignments. Download the quiz questions, download the homework questions, and so these are Word files. No, you can download them. You can download them. And if you like, download the quiz questions and open this up, you can see they're just a bunch of multiple choice questions. Okay, don't need that anymore. Oops. Let's come back to. I think I just clicked the wrong thing. No, here it is. Okay, you can download the homework questions as well. Okay, now notice I have a quiz tutorial. Now this quiz, the video link, this is working the quiz. I use different numbers than I have in the quiz questions, but I show how to work it with different numbers. So you can follow that as a guide to work the quiz. Same with the homework. But notice here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 6 different homework videos, links. Again, these are from my YouTube channel, but these, part A, B, C, D, E, F, are the parts of the homework. And I say, okay, part A, here's how you work part A, and then you go back with different numbers, you go back and work the homework. Okay. Down here is the Q&A threaded discussion. Make sure you use that. And down here is where you submit the quiz and submit the homework. Only do not open this link until you have all your answers to submit. Do not open this unless you're ready to submit all of them. You can only do it one time, and it has to be all at one time. Okay, and then after due date and time, I post the answers down here. So there's Canvas. Do the same thing for the linear programming, area planning, all the way down. Now the exam and project. Notice what I have here. For the exam, I'll have a study guide. I have a video on the study guide, and here's where, if you take the exam in class, you take the exam in class. If you don't take the exam in class, I recognize that from time to time people are on travel, people are sick, they can't be there during that time. So after that Wednesday, on Thursday after the exam, I will open up this link to take an online exam, which is different but equivalent, same type of questions but different numbers. I ask it a little bit differently, but it's still based on the study guide up here. Okay, so you can still take it online if you want, so you have that option. Do you need to tell me? No, just do one or the other. If you take the in-class exam, that's what I grade. If I don't see one, I look for the online exam. If I see neither by the end of the course, you get a 0. Make sure you take the exam. Okay. Now down here, I don't have the instructions yet, but here, now black means it's not live. Blue means it's live. I'm going to have instructions here in a video on describing the project. These instructions, really what I'll say in these instructions is you can select one of these assignment memos, which is a small case study, work it, only one of them, pick one of them, work it, and down there's a video describing how to do it, okay, and then submit the project here. In the project, there's 3 submissions, a response memo, a technical memo, and an MP4 video. I described that in the instructions. I'm not going to describe it here now. Here's Q&A that you can help each other on learning. Okay, so there's your Canvas, and then down here below, here's the mdharper.com, which I've already mentioned, and then here's my office hours. The synchronous in person is Monday, Wednesday at 5 in my office. Now the reason I have it in Canvas is from time to time these times will have to change. So if they do change, make sure you keep watching announcements. I'll make announcements. So watch for the announcements in this course, because in the announcements sometimes I'll be out of town, for example. There's no office hours that week. There may be no lecture that week. So watch for the announcements. The Zoom office hours, Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'll only wait 15 minutes for students to join. If they don't join after 15 minutes, then I leave. Okay, and there's a link to the Zoom. Now, the way I define office hours is if a student comes to see me, I will stay there all hour, the whole hour. And actually online, this is 10 a.m. in the morning, I'll stay there multiple hours if they keep asking questions or need help. I'll help them. Okay, but that doesn't mean I'm going to sit there for hours with nobody there. It means I will help you hours at a time. Okay. Down here are UCD resources that I've been asked to put in here, so I did. Now down here, making a video for the project. As I've already mentioned, here's how you would make a video if you don't know how to do it already, or during office hours I can help you. Okay, so let's go back to the syllabus, the review down here. Okay, the end of the course is Saturday, December 17th. Nothing is considered after the end of the course. That's a very strict policy, because after the end of the course grade is reported to the registrar but not posted on Canvas. Now the grades on the quizzes and homework and even the exam will be posted on Canvas. The actual result will be posted on Canvas in the project, so your grades are there, but the course grade is not on Canvas. It's reported to the registrar. Okay, so there's two very strict rules in here. The end of the course is Saturday. Nothing is accepted after the end of the course, and no late assignments are accepted. Okay, grading. Course grades are based solely on grade measure performance. So here's your grade measures: 8 quiz assignments, 4 homework assignments, 1 exam, 1 project. And so depending on how many points you earn, divide by the total possible points. That's a percentage, and that percentage over here will indicate your grade in here. And notice there are no plus minus grades in here. No plus minus grades. Grades are not negotiated. They're not subjective. They're objective, depending on the points. There's no plus minus grades, but rounding conventions apply, which I've already mentioned in the video, part 2. But anyway, the rounding conventions simply are 0.5 I round up. For example, 89.5%, I round up to 90%, which is an A. Less than 89.5, 89.4999 is rounded down to 89, which is a B. That's the cutoff. Okay. Finally, a summary. The quiz assignments will emphasize mechanics. Mechanics of the definitions of terms, of the computation, of applications, just very, very mechanics. The homework assignments will emphasize application of the material and the problem-solving approach on how to apply it. And the introduction video of break-even analysis will describe what I mean by that. The video resources are available online through Canvas. Exam is designed for evaluation. I describe that much more detail as we get closer to the exam. I only ask you things you know, not things you don't know. Project will emphasize communicating results in the business environment through the memos. Synchronous office hours in my office. It will be posted in Canvas. Synchronous virtual office hours with Zoom posted in Canvas, because these may change, and if they do, watch announcements. Asynchronous office hours between students through the Q&A question and answer threaded discussions link in Canvas. Use this as the primary source of collaboration, of learning. You have the one-way communication. You have the two-way with me through office hours and two-way through students. Again, email is discouraged. Only use it if it's totally necessary. And I talk about in the second half of the video. The second half of the video is a policies and procedures. That's another video. Because this video is the schedule. the overview, the main points. And then I go into depth in the policies and procedures. I'll leave that for another video. So that's all I have for this video. I hope this helps. Between now and the next time I see you, I want to urge everyone to take care.